Episode 12 of Print and Paint. I'm Kevin. Today I'm on Duncan's Loca website. I'm downloading the Yuki Onna model. It's supposed to be some kind of Japanese spirit apparently, I'm not really sure about it, but I was looking just for someone with a kimono or yukata. That's the best one that I found. I'm gonna make some quick modification and that's what we're going for. Let's print this guy. Okay, so here I'm trying to find the best angle possible. I'm a little bit concerned with the hair going on the side like this. I've modified the feet as well already. The one from the model originally, they're facing downward. She's kind of floating in the air. So I just had to find some other feet online and have them switch around. So here I just went basic with supports, a little bit too much, but I tried to find every island on the hair at least. And some small detail at the front. Most of them are at the back, so that's fine. I'm back with the model. This one was quite easy to print. I went a bit overboard with my support anyway, which was my bad, so I had some cleanup to do behind. Quick tip, then you can just prime black, and the primer is really going to help you to see if you missed any spot. So for example, if you didn't sand enough, or if you still have a small dent that you didn't saw before, priming first really going to help you to find some of those defects. And then I went ahead and primed the white over. It's still a bit textury, but that's fine. Let's go. Okay, so here I start with my base coat. I start with an off-white. I want the kimono to stay bright, so that's what I'm going for, and I try to hide some of the mistake of the primer, like the can spray is a bit annoying. It's always making texture on everything, so a good base coat is gonna help after. I'm staying pretty simple on the skin tone and the hair, nothing crazy. And here I'm working my way down with pink, so I want to have a gradient from white on top to pink at the bottom, and mostly like more saturated at the bottom. Most of the kimono that I saw were kind of gradient from two color or white and one color and things like this. So that's the effect I'm going for here. I'm just going slow, step by step. I'm always trying to work my way down to leave most of the pigment at the bottom. Here I'm really diluted and I'm just going for a second coat. I'm dry brushing now, so like I've dry brushed the kind of really bottom part of the kimono. That's why it's really bright, I mean really saturated. It's looking a bit messy, but I'm just trying to go step by step and until I'm happy. So I'm dry brushing pink from the middle to down. After a while I just mix with the white. So I'm still dry brushing, but this time with the off-white. And starting from the top, I'm just trying to blend those two together. And it's just gonna be like, it's gonna take time, but it's about going back and forth until you're happy. That's the point. Here I start to define some shadow in the part of the kimono. I just have a little bit darker pink. The primer, the texture of the primer here is really like sucking the water and spreading around, which is really annoying. But as you can see, after a while, the result is pretty fine. Here I'm just using red to define this part, the kind of seam at the end here, which gonna move up and go around the neck. On the belt I'm just trying to define some of the part here, so that's purple for one part, one color of the belt, and here for the rope, the center rope and those kind of two part of tissue coming up, I've base coated with bone first and then just gold. The point of the bone color was just to make the gold metallic paint pop a little bit more compared to a darker color. just doing some detail on it, some part of the rope. So right here I'm doing the hair. I'm using a brighter, like black and bluish. So I'm going slow from black to blue. Black hair are not, they're usually a bit better if you add some color. Same for white. You don't want to go always like pure gray. It's gonna look a bit more natural here. And I'm just highlighting step by step, brighten my color, and I'm going over. Here it's the third color, I think, the third highlight. At the end I'm using a little bit of wash at the end of the hair here. I just want to darken this part a little bit. I don't want the whole thing to be really bright in highlight. I'm working my way on the skin. I always have a really hard time with the skin, so I'm not sure why. It's a tricky color, I think. But it's always the same, just going back and forth with color, shadows, highlights, until I'm happy. So here when I was done, I defined the eyes with white, and I'm just trying to push the pupil now. Just trying to stab with a tiny bit of black. After that I've done the lips, and I'm just trying to put some highlight on the lips as well. So on this part of the kimono I'm trying to give some texture. I'm going along with some brighter and darker red, and I just give a small pattern to give more life to the textile. Okay, so right now I'm going on the freehand part. I know I was gonna do some like cherry blossom kind of things on the kimono, because most of them have really like a lot of pattern, like flowers and things like this. So I figure, okay, that's a good time to try freehand. Let's go. I'm happy the way it came out. I think what really helped me is to have just a model inside. Like on my phone I had some drawing of Japanese cherry blossom stuff, and I just took my time, and I was always checking the image, always checking, okay, what kind of shape is it, where is it going, and I ended up changing some of them. Like I didn't reproduce 100% accuracy, but I got heavily inspired by the image that I was watching. For the flowers here, same thing, I've tried to go on the same place at the image, and I'm just doing 5 dots. Those flowers have 5 petals, and if you just try to do 5 dots in a circle, you have a really good shape already. For this size, that's enough. So that's what I'm going for here. And after doing all of this on the mini, I just finished with a white dot, which make the flower look finish. I'm done with this lady. I'm really happy the way this came out. The freehand was a little bit scary, but in the end everything went really well. The model was great, the way I painted was fine, I was happy with it. The base is really simple right now. I'm gonna change it in the next episode, so stay tuned and make sure you watch the next one next week, and we're gonna give her a proper base to stay on. So see you next time.